Hi, this is SandBar Bash volunteer Cowboy Doug. I'm going to be going over what I think you need to know as a first-time volunteer for the SandBar Bash. The SandBar Bash is not land accessible. You need a boat to get to the location. If you don't have a boat, we're going to be going over an option a bit later on. The SandBar Bash is held in Clarks Bay on Lake Winneconne, a bit north and west of the town of Winneconne, Wisconsin. This picture is a bit more zoomed in. You can see the town of Winneconne in the bottom right corner and our event site noted with the red mark. If you have your own boat, I'd recommend heading north from the town of Winneconne until you come across a row of red channel markers extending from east to west across the lake. Once you've passed the second channel marker, leave the channel and head northwesterly until you get to the shore, the location of the SandBar Bash event. This is a picture taken by a drone above last year's event. It's going to have a lot of information, so I'm going to dissect this picture one item at a time. Here I've added in red the location of our emergency egress lanes. We mark these lanes using pool noodles with ropes through the noodles held in place with PVC pipes. If you see a boat anchored in the emergency egress lanes, please ask them to leave. If they don't leave, tell one of us senior volunteers and we will go as a group, pull up their anchor and move their boat for them. We need to keep these lanes open for safety. Now marked in blue towards the top of the picture is the location of the stage. The stage is made up by rafting 3 large barges together. In the top right corner in green is the merchandise sales boat. Below that is the sponsor parking. Zach Thompson, the event owner, will spend most of his time in this area. He knows which sponsor has which parking space. Our only role is to assist him rafting the boats. Most of the people that come to the event will be outside of the sponsor area, either to the east or to the west. We build the rafts starting closest in and work our way out, normally building 1 or 2 lanes at a time. There's one more boat I'd like to point out, and that's my boat named Shambhala. The name Shambhala is across the back or stern of the boat. Zach's wife Melissa will be broadcasting on VHF Channel 69 to the larger boats, assisting them of coming in and joining the raft up. Once the music starts, if I'm not in the water, this is where you will find Cowboy Doug or Admiral Lynette. In this picture, I've added the final piece of the puzzle. Once we've built the rafts and the music started, there will be late arrivals. We have one last chance to collect donations and sell raffle tickets. We're going to man a float on both egress lanes. We'd want those people to switch off occasionally, about every hour or so throughout the entire concert, to maximize revenue for our fundraising cause. What to wear? Well, we recommend you're going to wear swimwear, and we will provide you with a volunteer shirt. We're going to hand out those volunteer shirts once you get to the event site. We do recommend foot protection, either water socks or an old pair of shoes at your preference. And don't forget sunscreen. It's going to be a lot of hours under the sun. If you do have some items you need stored, there is a limited amount of unsecured storage space on the stage for something like a small backpack or a small cooler. Please don't leave anything valuable unattended. This picture shows one of the 3 barges that make up the stage. It is not our role to set up the stage. These are paid professionals, and they take care of setting up the stage for us. You can see in the picture the pool noodles we use to identify the borders of the emergency egress lanes. And here's the stage assembled. You can't see the 3rd barge. It's behind the first 2 and contains the electrical power generator. To the right of the stage is our merchandise selling boat, and that's where you will find Zach and Melissa's mom and dad, Tim and Annie, selling merchandise. What do we need from you, our volunteers? We need you to form groups of 3 to 4 people. Decide who amongst your group is the leader. As you see a boat in the distance, wave them in to join the raft up. As the boat approaches, instruct the operator to shut off the engine. Do not touch the boat when the engine's running. Now, from the front and sides of the boat, push the boat to join the raft up. Do not go to the back or stern of the boat. That's the location of the propeller. We've never had anyone injured, and we don't want it to start now. I recommend the leader get ready for what they're going to say to each boat. Something like, welcome to our $20 per person veteran fundraiser. Would you prefer your $20 to be a donation, or would you prefer raffle tickets? Collect the money and provide the tickets. If necessary, remind the boat operator to attach lines and fenders if you don't see them already hanging off the side of the boat. If someone refuses to pay, don't ruin your day, just go on to the next boat. Here's a picture of a group of 4 volunteers from a previous year. They're simply waiting for boats to arrive and join the raft up. This picture is one of our 3 rafts we'll be using to collect donations and sell raffle tickets during the event. Again, as we are building the boat raft up, do not go to the back or stern of any boat. That's the location of the propeller. Propellers are sharp. We've never had a volunteer injury, and we don't want to have one now. Simply push the boats from the front or sides to join the raft up. With the rafts built, this is what the event looks like. As you can see, it gets quite busy as the band plays their music. At about 3 o'clock, the band will take a break. We ask all the volunteers to join us on the stage to be recognized. And recognized you will be. Thank you for being a volunteer for the SandBar Bash fundraising event. What we need from you, we need to have a list of your names, phone numbers, and shirt size. For volunteers needing water transportation, one of our sponsors is providing a pontoon boat for us to tender volunteers from the landing on the Wolf in the town of Winneconne to the event site. I've got a schedule set up with departure times of 6:50, 7:50, and 8:50 a.m. To reserve your seat, please text Cowboy Doug at 920-841-0935. I will respond to your text with a reservation number. People who have a reservation take precedent over people who do not. If you found this information helpful, I'm Cowboy Doug. If you did not find it helpful, my name is either Zach or Mark.